If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's free. Number two, it's free. But it's so simple. You simply record your content. If you would like, you can add music to your content and publish it. It is just that simple. What are you waiting for? Let's get started today. Welcome to My Truth Official with your host, Soulflower. Join me every week as I share wisdom, light, guidance, and truth. If you have arrived here, you are definitely in the right place, and love has guided you here. The truth can be brutal, difficult to hear, and painful to accept. Yet I believe that the truth is absolutely necessary. Thank you for allowing me to serve you with love and truth. The truth doesn't need explanation. It either is or it isn't, or it isn't, or it isn't, or it isn't. Rich Rising, Grand Rising, Kings and Queens, welcome to Season 2, Episode 25, Ugly Part 2. Sisters, I know you didn't think that I forgot about you. I know you didn't. We got a lot of things that we need to correct as well. I share the wealth. And part of being truthful is you got to be honest about everything, right? So, let's talk about it. Ladies, the first thing that we have to do, that must be done, is we have to stop nagging and we have to stop complaining. We have to stop nagging and we have to stop complaining. If your man is doing the best that he can, he's honest, he's hardworking, he knows that he don't have it all together, but he's trying, right? He's trying 100% to love you. He's present. He's there. He's down for you 100%. He's holding you down. And all you can think to do is complain, and the things that he does do isn't good enough. You're trying to fit him into some cookie cutter vision of how love is instead of allowing that man to love you the way that he knows how. Right? That is a problem, sis. That is ugly. You're never satisfied. Women that are never satisfied. The man can't do anything right. But then when he goes and gets with another woman and he's perfect for her, then he did you wrong. Sis, we got a lot to do as well. Just like I said that men are emotionally disconnected, women are emotionally disconnected as well. We will not communicate what the real issues are, right? And we think somehow that a man can just read our minds, right? He can read our minds. Like somehow he should just know what it is that you need or what it is that you don't need. Part of being an adult and part of being a woman worth her salt is saying whatever it is, laying it out there, like saying it. You don't have to say it in a nasty way, but you need to be able to express what it is that you are experiencing or what it is that the true problem, not some made up mess in your mind based on previous relationships. You should be able to communicate with your man or your mate exactly what your problem is, right? Exactly what's bothering you. They can't read your mind. If a man truly loves you and if he truly cares about you and if you tell him what the issues really are, he will do every single thing he can in his power to make it right because he loves you, right? He loves you. Not every man, But a man that truly loves you and truly cares about you and wants to build a relationship and wants to be a part of your life, he will make the necessary changes. But he can't do that if you won't tell him honestly what he's doing wrong. And if you know in your heart that this is not the man for you, or if you are not going to do this man right, or if you're not sexually attracted to him, you're not physically attracted to him, you're not emotionally connected to him, if you know that in your heart, but this man is just a good provider, and that's really the only reason that you're holding on to him, then you let him go, because he deserves happiness just like you do, right? Just like you're out there looking for something better than the good man that you have at home, let him go so he can go find something better than you, because you're not worthy of him. The other thing that we do that I think is absolutely deplorable, and I don't know that we are quite ready for this conversation, but I am so ready to have it. I'm so ready to have it, is women, little girls, heifers. I could say more, but I won't. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna keep it really cute. Is these women that are out here turning their children on their daddies and their grandparents, and what I think it takes like a real sick individual. Like, I know I laugh a lot and I joke about things, but I'm really serious about this. I think it takes a very mentally ill psychopath to turn a child against their parent and the other side of their family. Children need, like, it's rough out here, and kids need both parents. And when you say both parents, don't necessarily have to be both parents in the household, but it needs to be both parents working cohesively for the emotional stability of that child. There is something grandma on mama's side can give the child. There's something that grandma on the dad's side can give the child. There's something that the grandpa on the dad's side can give the child, and there's something that the dad on the mom's side has for the child. If you don't think that the other family is relevant because you feel like you turned out okay and you're a train wreck without the other side of your family, you honestly, sis, should want more for your child than what you had. That's one thing I always tell my son. Be better than me. Be better than me. Do better than me. I want better for my child than I had, right? And my child should want better for his children than he had. But women out here playing just the most ridiculous mind games that I've ever seen in my life. You can't hurt him because he don't care nothing about you, right? But he loves his child. So the only way that you know how to cause him pain and cause him hurt and break his heart is to use his child as a pawn and to use his child as a weapon. But who really gets hurt in that? Okay, yeah, you hurting the man, right? Because that's a piece of his heart, and you're hurting the man. But who else is getting hurt? That child is getting hurt. And then once you completely sever and damage that relationship, then your ignorant ass wants to say, oh, you don't care nothing about your kids? You don't care nothing about your... What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, I swear, if there is anybody listening to this podcast, and you're doing this to your child, like, you are causing your child, the world is cold and it's hard and it's difficult enough. Your child will face a lot of challenges in life. Like, you know, they'll face things that, I won't say challenges, but they will face things that it's just life, right? And here you are putting abandonment issues on your child, or daddy issues on your child, or making your child think that, you know, people that are supposed to love them, which they do, don't. Like, you're building this false narrative for your children, and you are, excuse me, sis, fucking them up. You're fucking them up. And yeah, it might be really cute right now and you might seem like you're getting away with it, but one day that child will turn on you. That child will not have anything to do with you, and it will be painful, and it will hurt. So I'm just going to keep it 1,000. Like, my granddaughter's mother told her that, I like the fact that you and your grandmother have a good relationship, but I don't think you should talk to her as much because I think that she might be poisoning your thoughts. And I personally don't give a damn who's listening and who knows who I'm talking about. Sick. Mentally ill. And she needs to go see somebody. And for me, in total transparency, after 11 years of this nonsense, I throw up my hands because there is absolutely nothing more that I can do. There's nothing more that I can do. I'm not going to lick you. I'm not going to kiss your butt. I'm not going to do any of that. Like, I guess, here it is. My granddaughter is collateral damage in the middle of a situation where people move on. Very few people come together that are going to be together forever. But upon the separation, or upon going your separate ways, it could be a beautiful thing. You don't have to make it ugly. And when you work through your healing and you work through your understanding and you try to see like why it didn't work, instead of making it just an ugly situation, it prolongs your healing, right? It prolongs your healing. You get karma. Eventually it's going to come back to bite you in your it's going to come back to bite you, and it's going to come back to bite you hard. As I said, this is a topic that I think we need to talk about this, sis. Because like I said, I hope you didn't think I was going to let you get away with anything. Because what you're doing is ugly too. Grow in peace. Talk to you soon. I love you. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you would like to help support My Truth Official, please share it with others. Post about it on social media. To catch all the latest from me, you can follow me on IG at My Truth Official. You can join the conversation on Facebook so we can discuss these topics further. I would love to hear your perspective. But until then, I want you guys to stay safe, stay in love, and stay truthful. I will see you guys next time. I love you. Grow in peace. Love.